Hey, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Amazon, CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart pushed to let pharmacists prescribe drugs. Now, my general rule of thumb is if the chains support something, it's probably not a good idea. Part of me feels like this is another money grab for corporate and additional metric for pharmacy staff. I also feel there's like a push for pharmacy to be like the catch-all for everything in terms of healthcare without any actual compensation. Although I do feel prescribing authority could get rid of a lot of interruptive tasks where we have to stop and call the doctor's office for things. Like if we could write for glucose machines, test strips, lancets, if we could switch from the preferred from the non-preferred med that the doctor wrote for to the preferred med without having to wait on a phone call or possibly having to do a prior auth, it could save us a lot of time in retail pharmacy. Let me read y'all a quote from the CEO of Walgreens. "We are on a mission to achieve provider status for our pharmacists given their influence, which was so clearly highlighted during the pandemic. This would allow them to be reimbursed for providing select healthcare services to patients. These are highly trained clinical professionals just 5 miles or less from most Americans whose scope of practice goes well beyond dispensing medications and includes immunization, patient counseling, and point-of-care testing for infectious disease." Now, Walgreens has probably seen the benefit of this firsthand because I believe they own about 2,000 Boots pharmacies in the UK. And in England, I believe pharmacists can prescribe to treat about 7 different conditions. My 2 biggest questions would be, what would the staffing, training, and resources look like for the pharmacy staffs providing these services? And also, what would the compensation look like for the pharmacy staffs providing these services? Tell me what you think. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you support the chain's push to allow pharmacists to prescribe drugs? Tell me what you think.